We pull no punches. Press the button, subscribe.
Fight fans, and welcome. And today I have a returning guest on my channel on the verge of his light heavyweight European title fight, Shakan. How are you doing today, mate?
Good, mate. All good. All well. Just taking in the scenery, taking in the natural wilderness, as they say. But yeah, man, all good. I had my morning coffee and just relaxing.
Nice and refreshed.
Yeah, man. All good.
That's that's good to hear. So as I said, your big title chance is coming this Saturday in Hull, June 28th, against Brad Raya. How has training camp gone so far for you?
Done really good. Really, really good. Got some good work in. Yeah, man. Really good. I'm ready to do the business and display everything which is been displayed in training.
And excited for fight night?
Yeah, definitely. Always excited for fight night. This is the time now where, obviously all the hard work's been done, all the sacrifices leading up to years of everything of me putting on them running shoes, putting on them gloves. But, in this moment in time, all the hard work has obviously been done and will be evident and shown on the night.
Really looking forward to it. I'm just wondering from a personal point of view, as you know, I lost my dad in March. I'm sorry to
Sorry to
hear
hear
you
that.
lost. Thank you, mate. And I'm sorry to hear you lost your dad in January. Um, like I say, from a personal point of view, has what's happened to you sort of like spurred you on more that you want to also take this title win for him as well?
100%, no doubt. My dad is, as I said, I went to visit his grave yesterday. I'll visit it again before I go off. I normally have these conversations with him, fight week's coming up, and I'm like, and don't be wrong, it was always going to be the same stories. My dad would call them the same stories, but there's something powerful about them stories. And it just reminded me and humbled me of the beginnings and how the journey's been. For my dad, obviously putting the well, not before he put the pants on, sorry. He got me and my family and my brothers, we got the running shoes on, and then I got, I probably out of everyone in the gym then really enjoyed running. And then like I'd always look forward to running up to my dad going, Dad, are we gonna go for a run? Dad, are we going for a run? And he'd be like, yeah, matter of fact, you can go. And then everyone in the gym's kind of looking at me like, why are you saying that? So my dad got me, I definitely would be a different person. I wouldn't be where I am without my dad. He got me enjoying the skill of boxing, the hard effort, the work effort, and it's something which I'm used to. Where when I'm not doing it, even on my days off or anything, I feel out of touch with that certain things. But it definitely spurs me on. But it spurs me on positively, also with a smile on my face because I'm fulfilling what my dad started. He was the professional boxer. He's the first man I was watching like on TV and things like that. And I think everything what he's done is rubbed off on me. My dad was a big Thomas Hearns fan, and obviously I'm now a big Thomas Hearns fan to a point where we communicate. We talk on Instagram and things, and it's like it's crazy sometimes. It's crazy, but my dad's obviously proud of my journey, and I know the kind of conversation I have in my ear now leading up to this fight, and like I said, man, he'd want me to go and smash it, get this bout. He'd be there screaming in my ear. He used to always say pain and confusion. Pain and confusion was a thing with his, like a lot of fighters. If they know, they know. But that was his words. Pain and confusion. He used to always say that. So that's always in my ear.
It's fantastic to hear, and it's so vital that you have those great memories as well. I can relate totally to that. Um, so originally, this fight was supposed to be in Ireland, wasn't it, on the undercard of Kieran Malloy and Casey Benjamin, but
Mm.
that fight got called off. You've now been elevated to a main event status on live on DAZN. Does any added pressure come with that now, knowing you're now main event?
Nah, no pressure, man. I embrace that. I'm a Leo, mate. We love the center of attention. Nah, I've been, like I said, man, I've headlined a few shows now. So for me, it's just a norm. If I'm not like, don't want to sound away, but if I'm not like in a position where I'm headlining a show, I'm kind of half disappointed in myself. But um, obviously, that doesn't mean anything where, if I wasn't to headline, it's what it is, isn't it? Like, there's other fighters out there who are doing things as well. But yeah, I love the whole headline in the show. I love the whole fight build up. Whether I'm headlining or not doesn't matter. But I do love headlining shows. I love being, seeing my name, Pitters in the big involvement really. So yeah, uh, I love the main event limelight.
So no added pressure at all. You're just taking it all in and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, no added pressure. If anything, there's more eyes, and I love more eyes on the fact of what I've done and what I've trained and what I've been doing. But like, look, it's an amazing undercard as well. Some great fighters on there, and the fans are in for a treat as well.
Absolutely. So you've been British champion before. The next step is to get the European title. That
Mm.
belt is now vacant. Actually, getting this fight on has been a bit of a nightmare, hasn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
I think this is something like third or fourth time lucky, isn't it? Getting this fight on.
yeah, yeah. Probably like fourth or something.
It's,
About
it's
fourth time, but I believe we're there. We're there now.
it's been so close. You'd like to think so. I mean, it's been a bit of a curse one. I mean, originally Daniel dos Santos was the original opponent, your European champion.
Mm.
A pre-fight medical put paid to that fight originally. You then had to take on a late replacement and got an early victory. I think then Daniel dos Santos was rearranged, and then he was ill, so it got called off again. Then Brad Reyes stepped in. Then the fight was off again. Hopefully, like you say, we are there now. It's been very hard to keep track of. I feel like there should be a timeline of it all.
Mm.
Has this hindered any of your preparations at all?
Now, if anything, it's allowed me to, get back to working on the basics in the gym. Like, boxing's always one of those sports where it's kind of that famous Japanese word, what they use, the Kaizen plan, in the sense where you're always continuously looking to improve. Um, so for me, it was just always just continuing to improve. I can't control the outside things of what goes down in the industry. Where the fighters fall through, anything promotional wise, I can't do that. All I can do is ensure that I'm working on me, as I'm always continue doing, and show up as the best Shakan Pitters on the night and even in training. And that's all I done. I showed up. I was always showing up. I didn't take time off or things like that. I was always showing up to the gym and just working on things. And that's a message to the young fighters out there, man. Just like, you've got to keep showing up one and just trust the process, and that's exactly what I've done. Even if anything looks slim, I was always trusting the process, working on things and everything. But like, back to your question, nah, it didn't hinder anything for me. um I've had these kind of things, not as many times, but I've had this where you know things get pushed back or things get rearranged, and so yeah, it didn't hinder anything now.
I think a lot of people watching this would agree with me as well. I think your mentality and mindset is absolutely spot on as well. The way you always just look positive at everything, don't you? You can tell that as a person, the way you are. Your
Thank you.
positivity, yeah, is brilliant.
I think I
Um,
think you have to look at everything positively. Like, if I look at it negative, it ain't gonna change the situation. So you've got to, even in bad situations, you've got to take the best out of it and the good out of it, and channel your energy into positivity. I'm just at that stage now where it's all about that peaceful mindset, and positive mind and energy as well.
Brilliant way to look at things. So your promotion team, GBM, they're making good strides in boxing at the minute. I mean, they've even started putting on stadium shows. Must be an exciting time to be part of this promotion team, mustn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Izzy and GBM and even the team, they're great setup, and that's what every fighter and every boxer needs, that where you've got promotional backing, um, and you've got a promoter who believes in you. I always believe in myself no matter what. So to have a promoter who sees my vision and believes in me as well, it's good. But essentially, in that ring, all that is it's me, me and my opponents. So I've obviously got to handle the business. But yeah, they're doing a great job, GBM. Really good job.
They are. They're definitely making great strides. They're getting
Mm,
more shows out there. Like some stadium shows are even coming now. There's
yeah,
only looks like just good things ahead for them. So
yeah.
your opponent on Saturday, Brad Raya, he's had 21 fights. He's only lost one. He lost that fight to Tyler Denny. That was at middleweight. Um, what do you make of Brad Raya? Do you think this is a tougher opponent than Dos Santos?
I think probably on paper, yeah, in the sense where I always rate a lot of the UK levels of fighting. I think UK fighters are up there along with the American. I think Americans, UK, and even like obviously like Russia and things like that. They're producing great fighters. Obviously Ukraine as well. Ukraine, European areas. But I think like we're up there with good fighters and things like that. And domestically, on paper, it makes a good fight. He's got a good record, as he said, just lost the one, and things like that. And yeah, it makes a really good fight. I think he's a decent fighter and things like that. But as I always say, until I get in the ring with him, I've never obviously shared a ring with him in that sense. I don't know what kind of fight it will be, but it don't matter. Like at the end of the day, I know I'll take full confidence in my training and me as a fighter, and I just know and understand the assignment of what I've got to do. But I thrive on these things, man. I really do. I thrive on these things. I've been in with all kind of fighters, sparring wise as well. Sparred up to heavyweights, well named heavyweights to flip, lighter people with names as well. And I've been in with everyone in that sense. And I travel when I travel, I'm sparring, so it's like, yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm just ready to know what I've got to do and display things, and get the win, get my hand raised.
Yeah, I think it's a cracker of a fight, and on the social media platforms, I've seen a lot of people are looking forward to this fight, and all think the clash is of style is a cracker of a domestic fight.
Mm.
So you're fully prepared for this fight. How does the fight go, Shaq, and what happens?
My hand gets raised. Whether that's 12 rounds or less, my hand's gonna get raised. It's got to be. It's got to. It's whatever kind of fight what gets projected. I'm ready for it, or any kind of fight. Honestly, my mindset is just that simple. I cannot and will not be beaten. So yeah, my hand will get raised, no doubt. My hand gets raised.
So as they say, and the new.
Definitely. This time next week, I'll be waking up in the garden with a coffee, looking at that belt.
I really, really hope so. And like I say, I'm really looking forward to the fight. So you're going to win the fight. All I can say is best of luck to you. It sounds like preparations have gone fantastic. Your mindset can't be any better than what it is. And yeah, Shakan, really, really best of luck to you in this fight. I hope you get that belt.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your time, appreciate your platform, and things like that as well, man. Nice one.
No, I really appreciate your time. I know coming on here when we're recording now on Sunday, it's a rest day, and you've given me your time. So I really, really appreciate that, mate. Thank you.
Nah, it's cool, man. You've come across good anyway from the start, so I've always got time for you
Uh,
going forward. Don't worry.
Thank you, mate. I hope you've enjoyed this interview as well.
Yeah, man, definitely. All good.
Thank you, mate. And we'll keep in touch. And as I say, best of luck. And once again, Shakan, thanks very much for your time, mate. Cheers.
No problem. Take care.
Speak to you
Nice one.
soon, mate. Thank you.
Chill out.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.